Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be watching the scariest videos on the internet that are probably not scary at all. So if you don't like scary stuff, you can still watch this because there's probably not going to be any scary videos on YouTube. But this is like one of the most viewed scary videos of all time that we're going to watch. I'm here today with the one and only king of scared stuffs, Putty. You guys can check out his YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. He does not want to be here. He hates scary videos.
Putty. That's a
How do you
hard one.
spell that? P-U-D-D-Y?
P-U-T-T-Y with no underscore at the end. D's not.
Nice. We are also here today with the one and only, the legend, Johnny Donuts 777. You guys can check out his YouTube channel. I will link to that in the description. He's actually doing a video game series right now where he's playing scary games. If you guys are into it, check it out. And then we're also here with that other guy, Bat Guy. What's your name again, bud?
Johnny Donuts 777.
Nice. I like your blurry background. It looks really good. All right, guys. So today we're watching a video by the one and only Chills, the foot fungus lettuce king himself. So this is not only going to be scary, but this is also going to be funny. This video has 17 million.
Who watched this video 17 million times? It was one guy.
Definitely.
I sat there the whole time, guys. I've got this thing memorized. Yeah, I'm just
sitting like foot lettuce.
All right, like I said, I doubt this is going to be scary, but let's give her a shot. Let's give home ec a shot.
My question is, why is it uploaded the day before St. Patrick's Day?
Because that's all he uploads.
All right, here we go. Chill season.
Number 15.
Number 10, Ghost Jail. A YouTuber named Junked Up Kitten and his friends are exploring an old county jail. They take a video camera with them so that they can make a parody of the Ghost Hunters television series. Little did the small group know that on this night they would accidentally capture actual evidence of real ghosts. Junked Up Kitten wanders around.
Okay, did you hear the way he said ghost right there? I just gotta go back there. I'm sorry.
Why is his voice sound sped up on this? He usually talks so much slower.
I don't know, but this guy's like Chills is a legend, dude. His voice is classic. Classic YouTube.
Actual evidence of real ghosts. Junked Up Kitten wanders around.
I don't know, but I can't see that kid's blemish, and I think he might have cancer.
By an ordinary looking jail cell window and doesn't think much of it at the time. When he goes back to review the footage later,
that's so fake. Look at the window. That literally looks like it's like a.
Hold on. What do you mean that's so fake? There's nothing there.
No, there is. Look, you can see it. There's no. It looks, but it looks like it's a.
There's like
render.
steam on the window. Like
no, it's a fake.
It is a render. That you can see that's done in post.
Yeah.
I literally don't see what you guys are seeing.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, like something's shaking back there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see it.
It's a white face. Can you see my mouse?
Yes, I know where I'm supposed to look at, and I don't see it.
It's
I don't know how.
To me, it looks like, you know, when you breathe on a window.
The startling discovery in the window.
It just looks like a depressed guy in the window, like.
Look, he's showing you
the real.
You know what it looks like? It looks like that obey face.
Yeah.
I still don't see it, but continue.
Of the glass,
I see an eye there.
A colorless reflection of a man's face stares at him. You can clearly see the outline of the ghost's brow, nose, and empty eyes. His head is cocked to the right, almost as if he is sizing up a newcomer. His mouth appears to be...
There was nothing there!
You know who it was? It was the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Oh, it's right here. Press play. Come on, what are you doing?
Incredible timing.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Continue.
Kitten says that he is looking for evidence of ghosts.
Is it just me? Did I notice the arrows were all pointing to the same direction to each other? So I was more interested in the arrows than anything else.
In the window, it's almost as if the ghost was trying to make its presence.
Can't look away now.
Perhaps it was even trying to get a hold of someone who could free it from its miserable cell. Number 9, restaurant spooks.
I don't like how he talks in this one.
Hospitals or jails when they think about ghost sightings, but some of the most unsuspecting of places can turn out to be the most haunted. This footage was taken in a popular food joint during broad daylight. A shadowy ghost suddenly materializes in a Subway restaurant. It starts out in the shape of a human and almost appears to be getting a table. When it gets back to its seat, the black shadow suddenly changes into a floating black blob of an orb. At this point, and
bro, that's like a fly on the camera.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking.
Whoever they are, they look stunned for a second and then quickly back away. The shadow orb.
Oh, it goes through the wall though.
And as it floats up to the window and lingers there.
Honestly, you know how you said you couldn't see anything in the other one? I'm not seeing it on this one.
There was like this little dust of speck or something.
Where? I'm not. I literally like.
It starts on the dog. It's not even worth rewinding. If I'm being honest, it's really bad. But it starts on the dog down here. There's like a dog or something on this mat, and it just goes through the window.
Number 8.
The scariest thing is that someone actually watched this footage from Starbucks. Okay, that's the scariest thing.
wherever it came from.
As
Number
a
8,
Starbucks
the Ghost
manager, I can
Stadium.
attest that's
Ghosts
scary.
don't have to wait until nighttime before they can begin to haunt. As this Brazilian soccer footage shows, the crowd is happily cheering on their favorite team.
Oh, I've seen
I
that one.
remember this is so.
Yeah.
What is
But
this?
this was debunked. This was debunked as fake.
Well, it's on Fox or whatever. Isn't
It's
it?
something with the camera. There's a person running and they go through everybody.
Closely, and you'll
It's a
notice
double
that-
exposure, I think it was what it was.
I just love how your thing is it's
Even though the
Fox,
person
like
is clearly running
with
full speed
Fox
ahead.
real.
Hold
The
on, I
most
wanna see
credible
this.
news
Stop.
organization in the world, right?
Yeah, they're so reliable. Trump told me.
or even bothers to look up. They are so concentrated on the game that they do not see, feel, or hear the ghost as it runs directly through the half-filled stadium in a straight line.
It's a reflection of one of the
Seven,
players
footage
running on the
ghost.
field or
A
something.
YouTuber
There's a
named No
Sasquatch.
Ghost Hunter grows
Dude, why does he have lube on his bed table?
living in a haunted
Exposed.
That makes me think this video's real because you forgot that put it
Holy
away.
jeez. Look at the temperature in the room.
31.
31.9.
Holy crap. You
That's
might
the
as well
scary
quit.
part.
videotape the disturbances for evidence. It's a little past midnight when he hears scratching noises, which soon progresses into running footsteps and loud bangs. These noises appear to be coming from all different areas of the home at once. The next day, his HD TV literally begins rocking violently from side to side all by itself. The rocking motion picks up speed until the corners of the TV are almost hitting the entertainment center, and it looks like the base is going to break. Then the TV starts rocking back and forth the other way. There is nobody behind the television, and there's no way they could have been using strings to
How do you know
this.
there's nobody behind the television, guy?
I don't know, but that TV's getting jiggy with it. So I'm saying.
Oh, you could see actually from that view that there was no one behind it.
This is real, dude. I'm telling you.
Phone that he
Yeah,
has
this is totally
that
real.
He did not make. The video is shot from the ground level of his kitchen. When you look at the reflection in the oven, you can see that nobody is holding the phone. The phone is literally floating in midair. Additional footage
What?
shows the TV
He means-
shaking by
what
itself
phone?
again.
He means
This time,
TV, I
no ghost
think.
hunter is able to film behind the television to show that this is not a prank at all. He waves his hand above the television to show that there's no wires, and he even films underneath the base to show that there is no rod coming out from the entertainment center or anything like that. The lights cut out multiple times while he films. A few days later, he captures his refrigerator door slamming open and closed again and again. The brazen poltergeist leaves the door open to make sure its presence is fully known. Number 6.
That's real.
Watched from
Thanks.
above. A group of British
It is.
friends
I got real vibes.
are playing catch in a courtyard when one of them sees something strange and points it out to the others. The camera follows his gaze and stops on a pale face looking at them from high above. The sickly person looks at them for a second longer before silently slipping out of view. The group is now creeped out and wants to know who has been spying on them this whole time. They tell the property manager about
That's so fake, dude. That's like, yo, John Franco, go upstairs to that building quick and pretend you're a ghost. Like, oh,
the
Yeah,
face
basically.
on the window.
It's Harry
She
Potter.
says that it's impossible. The room they are talking about has been locked and unoccupied for quite some time. The manager goes up with them to unlock the door and show them around. They try and find the person, but the place is completely empty. There's no way anyone could have been up there, yet the camera obviously says differently. The mysterious peeper has never been identified. Number 5, Old Pete's ghost. There's
wait, you know what's so funny? Look at the end. He tried to throw in like a little like rewind of it and doesn't even show anything in this. Watch.
mysterious
Right
peeper
here.
has never been identified.
Doesn't even
there's
show
nobody
anything.
there.
5,
He's such Chills is so bad at editing, or his editor's so bad. No offense, man. If you're watching this, and we know you are.
You want to edit our videos?
Put a ghost in it.
There's a famous pub in Sydney, Australia called the Carlisle Castle Hotel. For years, this local watering hole has been haunted by the ghost of Old Pete, a bitter ex-employee who left the earth quite some time ago, but not his job. His ghostly antics have been caught on camera no less than 3 times. The first time Pete was caught on tape, he was helping a customer.
Did you see that? Look at all the guys walking from behind the counter. They clearly pushed the bottles out.
Door to
Yeah.
the cooler when Pete decides to grab 2 bottles of red wine for himself. His ghost grip must have not been too tight though, because
Hold on,
both
time
bottles
out. First, he was helping the customer, and now he's grabbing 2 bottles of wine for himself.
Yeah.
But
This
what
guy-
kills me is that people walk out from behind that counter afterwards, so they could have very easily pushed the bottles.
Yeah,
Which is
and I
most
also
likely what happened.
I don't like how he said that it's happened no less than 3 times. That
3 whole
sentence just
times.
yeah, that sentence just really gets me a little. Gets me
And
going.
how do they know it's truly Pete?
Yeah.
Who's
I
this
know, you're
guy?
gonna
That's my
blame
real
him?
story. I
He's
want to
gonna
know this
drink.
guy's story.
Floor.
He's just
Looking
coming
at the
in.
footage,
He got
there's
some
no way
fish
that
and
the shelf
chips.
gave out or anything like that. The bottles were thrown to the ground with deliberate force with no one nearby. Another incident occurred when the bar was full
That's
of
alcohol
witnesses.
abuse.
Everyone is happily enjoying themselves when a hanging red wine glass suddenly dislodges itself and smashes into the counter. Glass shards.
Hold on. Press pause. What does that have to do with anything?
It's pink.
What?
He wanted a glass of water.
You know how wine glasses hang at a bar? They're in like a little rack thing that they're
Yeah.
only hanging by the bottom piece. So vibrations can move them along the thing.
Especially
Like
if they're
it
not
could so
slid in all the
easily
way.
fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about
How is
Greg?
this? How is this your incident? Like the bottles was so much more than this. This is like literally nothing.
Also, the fact that when they showed it, it was a wider angle, a far angle, and now they zoom in and the glass falls over. How do you know somebody's not at the top pushing it over either?
Notice, although this could have simply been a freak accident, what are the chances that, of all the red wine glasses, the one that's directly underneath the server happens to be the one to fall and break? The timing is almost too perfect to be a coincidence. Old Pete strikes again. The third and
Hold on,
final
the one
take-
that's directly underneath the server.
Yeah, that looked like a customer, didn't it?
Hold on, there's no
It
one
was above
underneath
the
it.
server, not
It's
underneath
above the server.
Oh. Shields is a special guy, man. He tries to do too many videos in a week. You gotta let him go sometimes.
reveals a glimpse of old Pete himself. The bar is empty this time when the angry ghost suddenly materializes in front of the security camera. If you look closely, you can make out old Pete's head at the bottom of the
No,
screen.
I'm done.
He appears
It's
to
called
be
a
raging.
cobweb.
Any other bartenders and customers
It's called a
have
hair.
seen old Pete for themselves in one way or another. It isn't uncommon for tapes to turn on by themselves, and the bartenders have seen what they can only describe as strange things while counting down their registers after close. To make this all even stranger, all of the bottles that go crashing to the floor are always high-end red wines. This just so happened to be old Pete's favorite drink, at least when he was still
Hi,
within living.
insurance. All our
We
expensive
report that-
wine bottles keep falling.
Yeah.
Pete
A
needs to eat
ghost.
something too. He's way too
Disturbance.
skinny.
Steve and Jake are wandering around the woods one
I'm
summer
obsessed
night
with Pete.
with a single goal in mind. They want to explore an abandoned local chapel that's rumored to be haunted. As they approach, they see that someone has written prayers and warnings all over the outside wall. The two friends instantly get a bad feeling about this adventure, but they swallow their fear and decide to press on. The rickety main door is locked, so they sneak around back. Already, they don't want to be here much longer. They had explored an old clock tower earlier in the day and were greatly disappointed by a lack of paranormal activity. But they could tell.
Why
the
does he have so
secret-
much backstory about everybody?
Yeah.
Jimmy and Joey went to school together 5 years earlier.
I don't know, but even the backstory,
Jorts.
the backstory that he's giving us kind of even sounds like he's making it up a little bit. Like,
Way different. The place looked and felt quite haunted. They go up some wooden steps and enter through the back door. They shine their flashlights deep into the church's main assembly. There's rows and rows of wooden pews ahead of them. They pass by a podium.
but this doesn't this seem fake to you? Who goes ghost hunting, sees a bunch of prayers written on a wall? Like, I don't know, man. Would you still even go in there?
Time out. Jimmy and Joey went to school together. Remember that. They're at a church.
He's
where there's a
foreshadowing. We
prayer
need that
written on the
information for
door.
later.
Okay, so they went to Catholic school then.
They went to a church where there's a prayer written on the door. And did you see how it was written? It was so professionally and nice. Like maybe that's just how the door is.
I know this church doesn't look too abandoned either.
Notice a
Yeah, it
piano.
doesn't.
Then they head deeper inside. Now they find themselves inside of a small maintenance closet. They close the door behind them because they don't
They're
want
not in a
anyone
maintenance
watching
closet.
them. It feels like anyone could be watching them right now. They see a ladder to the
Chill.
left. Steve is about to climb it until Jake jokes that a body is
Okay,
going
bro.
Where's
what
the
is he-
ladder? Hold on. There's
What
no
is
ladder.
happening?
on him.
It's
if he
God.
does.
God is
He
watching them.
decides not to. That's when the piano starts to play from outside.
Oh no. Oh my god. Turn off the light. Listen.
Yeah, they're definitely scared, bro. They're so scared. They're like, hey, bro, turn off the light, bro.
Is that door open? That door open?
You mean the one that's standing right in front of it?
So you mean to tell me you had a camera and flashlights and a ghost playing a piano, and you didn't
And
think
you're
to
not
get
gonna
it on
film-
camera?
Piano melody that fills the church. Steve and Jake shut off
That was their other friend,
flashlights
Doug.
Yeah, exactly.
and keep recording. They debate whether or not they should go outside or stay here, where it's semi-safe. They realize that they can't spend the entire night trapped in the broom closet of a haunted church. So they turn their flashlights back on to see who is playing. Sitting at the piano at the far end of the room is a black hunched over phantom. They scream and shut the door. Jake cries for a bit, then they run away through the back exit. The music stops as soon as they leave the church. They were hoping that the music stopped because it was over, but in reality, it was because the ghost had gotten up from the piano to chase them. They run a good distance before pausing to look back into the
This is
dark
amazing.
scenery. It seems like they've gotten away, but then the ghost finds them and they run away screaming. The camera cuts off as they fall back deeper into the woods. At least one of them survived and uploaded this video onto YouTube, where it's remained for the past 10
My
years.
friend died, but I uploaded the
Wait,
video.
did he say only one of them survived?
No, you know what
No,
that
he
needed
said
when
he
they
said
were
at
running
least one of
away
them
and
survived.
when they were running away in that fast forward motion, they needed the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah. I don't understand that. You know what that was? That was 3 buddies, not 2. 2 of them went into the church, and one of them, who's been taking piano classes since he was 8, played the piano.
Can I tell you something? I don't even need an explanation.
Yeah, I know. I don't think anybody does, but I had to just say
Teleporter.
it.
2 girls are alone in their house when one of them sees something in the doorway. Pause the video and you can see it's clearly the upper half of a young girl who is dressed in old-fashioned clothes from another time period.
Where do you see
She
her
is holding a
clothes, bruh?
mirror as she curiously peeks in on the 2 children to see what they are doing. One of the girls
It's
still
the
doesn't
mom
see
checking in on the
ghost.
kids to see how they're doing.
Okay, no, but hold on. Let's just time out here. That was clearly planned.
Yeah.
And you want my thing here is that the girl walks all the way up to it and then the video just stops. Like,
Oh, no, it
because
doesn't
you
stop.
went
He's going to
outside.
go to it now. Chills is waiting till he
Okay,
gets
come
to
on,
that
let's
part of
go.
the
Pump it
explanation.
then.
But see,
Stop
but
wasting my time.
he did say that they were old clothes. You literally only see the white part
I'm
of an
guessing we're
outfit
going to
that
see
could be a
them right now or
t-shirt.
something. Watch.
That's on television and accidentally startles the
He
ghost
says the
away.
things before
The
they
girl
even
with
happen.
The camera follows the ghost as it retreats. The ghost instantly teleports and now stares at them from the top of the steps. The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stop.
But the
only
other
for a
girl
second
didn't
to
see
turn around
anything.
From the street, they can see the ghost girl walking across the left window on the top floor. It vanishes and then suddenly appears on the bottom floor in less than a second. They scream even louder and take off again. Number 2.
Okay, I just got to
Wait,
rewind that window part.
Wait, where was any of that he
The
just
house
said?
screaming.
I seen
They
it.
stop only for a
I
second
seen
to
it.
turn around from the street. They can see the
Look, you can see her in the top, the one on the left,
ghost girl walking across the
and now you can
left
see her
window on
at the bottom one.
top
The
floor.
bottom window,
It
watch.
vanishes and then suddenly appears on the bottom floor.
Okay, well,
less
first of
than-
all, you don't even see her at the top.
You see a silhouette, so it could be this
Yeah.
could be a really good prank. But does this look edited? I got to see this part
the
right
girl
here.
with the camera follows the ghost as it retreats.
It's not
Ghost
about really
instantly
edited.
teleports
Watch,
And
this
it's
is my
being
explanation.
slow-
This is what I want to explain to you, okay?
from the top
Okay, can you stop clicking the thing? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let the video play.
of the steps. The scared girls run out of the house.
Look at this girl
screaming.
runs out of the house,
Only for a
correct?
second to
She's
turn around
already
from
out
the
of the
street.
house
Out of the
before
house.
she
Yeah, how
even
did she
ran
get out of
anywhere.
the house so fast and
You
so
can see the
far?
ghost girl
And
walking
the other
across
girl
left
wasn't even
window.
looking. Why would she run away? She doesn't even know what's
If
happening.
me and you were in a room and you ran outside, I would chase with you. Just
Okay,
I'm this is definitely fake.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's edited, but I'm just gonna make that clear. If me and you were just in a room and you just ran outside, I would definitely run with you.
If I got up right now, if I sat in your room right now and we were just watching something, I just got up and ran, you'd be like, "Where are you going?"
No, I would run.
get
with
me a
you for
pizza
sure.
while you're out.
Anyways, continue.
On the
No,
top
but it's
floor.
true though. Like I think there, because when she was peeking through the top of the door, she was clearly already halfway up the stairs.
Up the stairs, yeah.
Yeah, and then she.
It's
just
not.
ran up
It's
the
not
rest.
even just that. Let's just get that clear. She goes from the top upstairs of the house out of the door in 1 second. The
Yeah,
girl
that
with the
part seemed a
phone.
little fishy. When you pointed that out, that's true.
As it retreats, the ghost
Well,
instantly
like I said, even here, if you look, it actually
See,
goes
look,
to
there, it's a
black
cut
right there.
there.
It jumps. Yeah.
It cut
could-
right there.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Girl
too
with the
much of
camera
Wait
a
for it.
cut.
Right when she gets to the door, it
The
cuts.
ghost instantly teleports
Right
and
here,
stares
see?
at them
Here,
from
yeah.
the
And
top
see-
of the
And see, can I
steps.
point
The
out one
scared-
thing too? They never have an HD camera. They're always blurry or fuzzy.
Yeah, but that's from like 1994 when you had a flip
The
phone.
girls
Yeah.
like good point.
screaming.
No, they didn't even have flip
Stop
phones in
only for a second
1994.
to turn around from the street. They can see the ghost girl walking across the
Okay,
left
next
window
video.
I would
Go on.
say this one looks the realest, if I'm
on
being
the top
honest.
floor. And louder, a man started again. Number 2, stay out of the attic. Back in 2008, a man started to notice some strange activities around his house. He would often come home from work to find his dogs cowering under
sorry.
the bed, too afraid to come out. One of his dogs would only come out from under the bed for a brief 10 seconds at most before going straight back into hiding. Something was intimidating these large dogs
That creeps me out. Dogs, you can't get dogs to act like that. That creeps me
Yeah,
out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
badly.
They could be
The
wearing
owner
masks.
starts to
Huh?
The
It
owner
could be like a
wearing
vacuum.
mask.
Like you could scare a dog with like a vacuum or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just put the vacuum in the other room so the dog's seen it and backs
You
off.
hear banging noises coming from all over his house. He begins to look around. He eventually traces the noise to his attic and goes upstairs with a
Oh, I've
camera
seen
for a
this one.
closer look. Everything is completely trashed. Boxes are overturned and clothing is scattered everywhere. Something has violently flung all of his personal possessions all around.
Definitely not a
He
Kraken.
goes back downstairs. He hears another huge bang and runs right back up the steps. He puts the camera down and searches the empty attic for clues. A nearby metal bucket falls over and he runs out of the room before he gets hurt. Another object hits the ground on its own and the camera moves to the right on its own too. The homeowner was too scared to look at the footage. He waited a week before going back upstairs to get his camera. By now, he is understandably quite paranoid. He begins recording everything he does in his home, and it isn't long before he has more paranormal evidence. One day, his radio turns to static and a
27.
spirit orb
What'd you say?
At the bottom, Kashizzle 27.
You gotta give them a little shout out.
is out the window. Later, someone violently jiggles the doorknob to the door that leads to the attic. The door opens and shuts by itself. The radio goes back to normal soon after. Things look to be going back to normal for a second,
crap.
but then a
No?
paper
Nothing,
towel
go,
roll
continue.
suddenly flies up from the table to the couch, and the radio starts making more sounds again. The video recording starts to get fuzzy too, as if a ghost is causing electrical
You know, I'm gonna say this. I want to point this out quick because I've always thought this. You know, like in these scary videos, how one thing happens, then another. Like that's where I'm always like, okay, this seems like bullshit. The ones where like 10 things are happening, like the doors opening and closing, the chairs are flying, the table's floating. Like that's when it's scary. Not when the
When
door
it's
goes.
multiple things at the same time.
Yeah.
I agree. If it's one at a time, then it's clearly staged.
That's what it seems like, right?
disturbances by passing by. Both of his dogs begin to look in the same spot as if they are following something. Whatever it was, the man was never able to physically catch it on film. He was only able to record its strange and oftentimes violent behaviors.
How convenient the dogs are looking off camera.
At him behind the
Yeah,
camera.
exactly. How convenient. That seems
the
like
laser-
bullshit.
Laser pointer. Yeah.
Number 3 was better than number 2. Was like more believing than number 2.
Number 8 was the best one, probably.
Which one
That
though?
was the most plausible.
One.
I forget.
Ever been curious as to what I look like in real life? Then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores
Guys, make sure you go follow Chills, man. He deserves it, dude.
instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because I upload a new scary video every Thursday. Number 1, Ghoul School. This footage comes from somewhere in the Middle East. A group of teenagers are curiously exploring an old school. They go up a flight of
name is
steps and
great.
pause when they hear a dog whining on the other side of the door. They all run down the steps and gather at the bottom. They're afraid of being attacked by a group of stray dogs now, but they decide to press on and explore the lower areas. The group finds bravery in their numbers and begins to joke and laugh again as they make their way down a long hallway. They open a door and find graffiti on the wall. Other people had been here before them. Maybe this place isn't so bad after
No kidding.
Really? You're serious?
That was good. Oh man, it took me a while to click in what he said.
all. The teens grow a little more nervous as they continue to poke around. They are laughing less and starting to go silent. Something just isn't right about this section of the building. A YouTuber named Zabin Jaguar translated their comments. He says at this point one of the teens say that their phone shut itself off even though it was fully charged only a moment ago. Another person was able to keep recording, though they probably now wish they hadn't. They enter one classroom in particular and get a dreadful feeling. Suddenly, a figure actually appears out of thin air and walks towards them. The ghost is missing his head, but there's somehow no blood. A loud chanting begins as soon as the ghost walks towards them, but this may be prayers from a nearby mosque. Amazingly, the group all appears to have missed the ghost, which explains why they calmly continue to keep exploring. They wouldn't see the apparition until much later.
He has too much information.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta
Yeah.
say this right now, okay? He said that he had to get somebody to translate, but he knows they're dreadful. like how do they know their emotions, dude? Like they're clearly dreadful based on the information that we have at hand.
Hold
It's
on.
inferred.
He had to get someone to translate it, but then the translation he got was just him assuming that it was dreadful.
I would say that the one thing that throws me off about this video, I know you guys are making jokes, but I just like I was thinking about it.
Explore.
Look how you see how they don't notice anything. It's because they weren't supposed to be scared here. They added this in post. You know what I'm saying? Like They just said this would be a perfect time for us to add something.
Or this
Like I said,
camera
nothing-
just caught a reflection of one of them.
no, this
Yeah.
is added in post, 100%. There's no.
They wouldn't see the apparition until much later, but when they did, they would never forget what was heading straight towards them in that room. Thanks for
Yeah.
checking out this video.
Nothing even happens. How is that number 1?
Okay, go back to number 8. I keep wanting to click my mouse to go back. Before this one, the one before that one is the best one. The TV one is by far the best one.
Concentrated on the game that
Yeah, that was
about
number
the
8.
haunted home.
This
The
one?
one with the hot room.
Yeah.
But the shaking TV. with
We
the
don't need to
shaking
watch
TV.
it again. We've already
Yeah,
been
yeah,
here,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this video's already like 2 hours long of us just looking at things.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys checking out these scary videos with us. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing it. Make sure you guys check out everyone's YouTube channel links in the description, including Chill's Instagram that he's trying to promote. We'll throw that down there for him. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have anything else you want to say before we leave, boys? Johnny Donuts, Putty, anybody?
I do. Where was the foot lettuce? That's all I gotta say. Where was the foot lettuce?
JD, anything?
Nah, I'm good. I'm
There
good.
we go, boys. Okay. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Everybody have a happy Halloween and peace out.